Hi everybody, Stephen Aitchison here with another Facebook Daily Show. Today we're going to be talking about the collective unconscious mind. Okay, what is the collective unconscious mind first of all? Well, this is how I understand it. It's really kind of a theory put forward by Carl Jung, the psychologist. And what it is whereby every single person on earth is all the ideas, the thoughts, the energy that they have is almost like it's uploaded to something way beyond us. And each person can tap into that collective unconscious mind for the good of the world. So all the ideas that you have just creates an energy about your mind, and it kind of uploads to this cloud, if you like. You can think about it like the internet. So the internet basically is not the computer that you have. That's not the internet. The internet is a collection of billions and billions and billions of pieces of information. And the way we access the internet and all that information in it is through a computer. So if you think of the collective unconscious mind like the internet, it's got all this information from everybody that's ever lived, from people that are living just now, all the ideas, the thoughts, the energy that these people have are in this in the ether somewhere. And the way we access that is through our minds. So our minds are like the computers that access the internet. So that's a kind of simplified way of explaining it. But I believe it's kind of a stage further than that. I believe, and it's just a theory, obviously, there's no way of proving this, just like there's no way of proving lots of different things out in the world. I believe the people that have gone before us, the people that are in the present, and the people that are in the future who have not yet came to this earth, all their collective minds are kind of in this unconscious mind, this collective unconscious. And we tap into that for the purpose, not maybe a conscious purpose, but we can become conscious of it and try and tap into it much more in order to better our own lives, in order to better the lives of the people round about us, and therefore to better the world around about us as well. Because you'll have noticed that even over the last 10, 15, 20 years, look at how much the world has changed. Could you imagine streaming a broadcast like this on your iPhone or kind of a phone or a computer like I'm using just now? Or could you imagine having a computer that is more powerful than all the computers that kind of put the first rocket on the moon in 1969? That's the kind of place we're living in just now. That's how quickly technology is advancing. So where do people get these ideas? All these amazing ideas that come out, not just with technology, just with everything that's going on in the world? Well, I believe it's through this collective unconscious mind. And the way people get that is through their creativity, and the way you get creativity is what we were talking about the other day, is about sitting in silence, calming that monkey mind down that we all have, that we just kind of have day to day, and we have to have it day to day. We have to have this kind of monkey mind day to day because we have to organise our lives, we have to organise our family, our business, our work life, we have to organise everything like that. We have to organise car payments and all the payments that we have to pay as well. That is what the monkey mind is kind of for as well. But that monkey mind just keeps on chattering. Once it's done all its work, all its chores, paid the bills and kind of organised everything to do with the family and friends and work life, etc. It just keeps on chattering away and just talks absolute mince a lot of the time. So if we can calm that monkey mind down, what happens is we go into a different space. And when I say calm, you can do this through meditation, you can do it through yoga, whatever practice you want to practice. I'm not trying to get you to do anything. I'm just kind of trying to explain kind of how we access this collective unconscious mind, of what I believe is the collective unconscious mind. You may have differing kind of views on it, and the way we access that is by silencing our kind of monkey mind that I've been speaking about over the last few days and weeks. And the best kind of way to do that is just in meditation. And over time, now a lot of people say, oh, I can't meditate, I can't sit still that long, my mind is just kind of wandering all the time, or I fall asleep. But the way we do that is just practice. Just practice, and then you'll start to notice subtle changes in your life once you start to do that. And what you'll also notice as a creative myself, this is what I've noticed over the years through practice and meditation, etc., is I become much more creative, and I can get into the zone of creativity much quicker. And I honestly believe that I'm just accessing a different and higher level part of the mind, and I believe it's to do with this collective unconscious mind that we can all access should we want to. And it just gives me ideas, it gives me inspiration, it gives me energy, and it just gives me the focus to do the work I'm doing just now, talking to you, just kind of doing all the work, all the websites I'm doing, the business that I'm doing, the personal development talks, the speeches that I give, just everything I do, it's all done through creativity. And I just love the whole process. There's just something magical about life when you can get into that zone, and when you can get in touch with that zone as well. It's like a never-ending source of kind of energy for you. It's just an amazing feeling to be in this state. And I know I'm kind of lucky. Well, I'm not lucky. I've worked really hard for 10 years to get this lucky, but I still feel blessed in a way that I can do this for a living. I can sit back and try to think about ideas about how to get a message across, and I can get into that creativity zone, and it's just a beautiful spark in the mind, and you just go, this is just phenomenal. And it's amazing. I make a living doing this. I just can't believe that I actually make a living doing this. It's just phenomenal. And I really wished everybody could be like that as well. And I believe everybody can. If I'm being really honest, I believe everybody has a message to share with the world. Every single person. It doesn't matter if you don't think you've experienced a lot or you don't think you've got a lot of experience. Every single person in this world has something else to teach somebody. Because there's always somebody looking up to you, and you're always looking up to somebody else. So everybody has got a message to share with the world. And you can make that, if you want, you can turn that into a business, or you can do as a volunteer. But you can change the world with your messages. And that comes from kind of being silent and thinking about what you can give to the world. It comes about with contributing to the world and asking yourself, what could I give to somebody to make their lives better? And if you ask that question, things start to kind of roll for you, because your brain is going into a different gear, is going into a different level of your mind. You're not thinking all the time about the drama that's going on and the latest soap opera or anything. You're not paying attention to the news. You're thinking about how you can contribute to the world. And that's how I see my role in this world just now. I'm always asking, how could I help somebody? And this is my way of kind of helping. This is my way of giving back. This is my way of saying, I've tapped into this unconscious mind, and this is my way of giving back. So whatever I learn, I'm sharing it with others. And it doesn't matter if it's really juicy stuff and I could make millions of dollars, but I'll just share it with everybody else. And that's just the way I think it should be. And because we've been given this magical kind of gift of being able to tap into this unconscious mind, and I believe we'll have to give back. And I was kind of looking at I was reading I can't remember what it was, about someone who loves knitting. She loves just sitting knitting and doing crocheting and stuff like that. And she was making millions of dollars per year doing it, teaching other people how to do it. And I thought, how many people are really into knitting that somebody could make a business from that? But that woman is actually doing something she totally loves. She would do it for free. She would absolutely do it for free because she loves doing it. And yet she's making millions. She's made a business for herself, and she's making millions doing kind of teaching other people how to knit and crochet and stuff like that. Now, I'm sure you've got something to teach the world as well, and that's what I'd love to advise you to get out and teach the world. If we can all teach each other just one thing, then I just think it's an amazing gift to give to somebody else. And that's how I think the spiritual evolution that we're going through just now, and it's been going on for the last 50, 60, 70 years, but obviously we're not seeing it that quick because evolution takes time. It takes hundreds and hundreds of years just to see a slight shift, but I believe it's accelerating at a much quicker rate just now, purely because everybody has got freedom to this information. Everybody's got information that can change the world, and people are coming together collectively on an unconscious level and a conscious level to start changing the world. So no longer the dogmatic views of kind of religion and kind of the government from before holding us back, because we're kind of freeing our minds. We know what's really happening in the world. We know our own minds, and we're starting to meet people who have got similar kind of mindsets as well. And that's the beauty of the unconscious mind and kind of the internet, and just having the internet there as well. It's just amazing to gather with a group of people who have the same kind of mindset as well. Obviously there's the dark side of it, and there's the light side of it as well, and there's always going to be that. It doesn't matter what we do in the world, but that's the unconscious, the collective unconscious mind. I believe it's all to do kind of with that as well. So with that, I'm just going to see if there's any questions on that. I know this is kind of my theories. This is what I believe, what I truly believe, and it's kind of formulated over the last, I don't know, 20 years, since I was younger anyway. It's just kind of formulated, and I've thought about it more, I've read about it more, and I've just come to this conclusion that there is this collective unconscious mind that we can all tap into, and it'd just be amazing if everybody could tap into it and just see the beauty of it as well. So if you've got any questions on that, just give me a shout out. We'll just see if there's any questions just now. Mary's saying you're brave. I wonder why, Mary. I know this is going to go against kind of popular belief as well, but I'm just telling you my kind of beliefs, my thoughts on what's happening. And just say evolution takes Kevin Faulkner, did he just say evolution takes hundreds and hundreds of years to see a small change? I take it as being sarcastic, Kevin. And basically, you know exactly what I mean. To see a small change, it's going to take hundreds of years. Obviously, you can see it much quicker than that as well. How can I stay awake while I meditate? That's Bobby Joe. Bobby Joe, you've got to, it's just practice. It takes practice. That's all you have to do. So if you've got a bum and you've got a seat to sit on, you can meditate, and you can practice that and just keep practicing. Just keep doing it every day. Make it a habit of your life to keep practicing every single day to meditate, and it'll come. You might fall asleep a few times, then you'll find you stay awake and you're kind of observing the mind, and then that mind kind of starts to calm down. So it does come. Judy Speckman saying, can you get answers directly from the collective unconscious mind? I believe you can, Judy. Now, it's not going to be like asking a question, like you've just asked me a question, I'm going to answer you. I don't believe it works like that. I believe how it works is when we sit in silence and we kind of ask the question unconsciously and consciously, you get answers in an indirect way. It's a strange kind of feeling. So you get answers through your creative mind, and this is when you start thinking about things, and things start to come out that you didn't think would come out before. So we're getting answers indirectly, but directly at the same time, if that makes sense. So you wouldn't have got the answers had you not kind of put that out there into the collective unconscious mind, but you still get the answers in an indirect way, but it's working through your mind and it's being processed in a different way as well. I hope that makes sense. How collective unconscious mind can affect a relationship? That's Mauricio Lobo. How can it affect a relationship? Well, it depends on what you're looking for. I don't know if I pronounced your name right, Mauricio. It depends on what you're looking for and whether you're on the same level or not. For people to have a great relationship, there's got to be some sort of kind of coming together of the spiritual minds, the energetic minds as well. There's got to be a kind of alignment there somewhere along the way. You don't have to be exactly the same and think the same thoughts and like the same things for a relationship to work, because sometimes it's differences that make the relationships work as well, because we're bouncing off each other. But it's got to be that kind of yin and yang there. But if somebody's totally the polar opposite and they just don't agree with anything, it's going to be difficult to have a relationship like that. But collecting or tapping into the collective unconscious mind, again, it's about getting answers there as well. It's just saying, how can I make this relationship better? And asking your subconscious mind that, and your subconscious mind kind of throws out answers, say, okay, you could do this, you could do that, forward-thinking questions all the time, and I believe everybody should ask themselves forward-thinking questions all the time, because questions that are closed-ended questions and kind of negative, like why does this always happen to me, life is so shit and stuff like that, why is that? That's not a question as well. That's you telling yourself life is shit, and that's you telling yourself you deserve to have this happen to you. But if you ask forward-thinking questions and open-ended questions and future-thinking questions, that's when the subconscious mind from the collective unconscious mind will start to kind of give you answers, and that will come up through your day-to-day life. I'm just looking for any more questions here. Do you have to be quiet or suspend movement or activities while meditating? There's a lot of people do kind of walking meditation. Sorry, I forgot to say who asked that question. Melody Cartledge. There's a lot of people do walking meditation. And I've never tried that myself, but I suppose you can do a form of meditation while you're kind of working and while you're doing something else. It's just the way that most people do it is by sitting down and relaxing and calming that monkey mind down. When you're doing other activities, say for example you're doing housework or something like that, because I do kind of housework, and I've tried kind of doing, not meditating, but I've tried to kind of let go of the thoughts and just focus on the moment, or like more like mindfulness meditation, and it just doesn't work for me. I like to kind of sit in silence on the chair. I've got a brilliant chair that my wife bought me for Christmas, and I just love it just for sitting there and just relaxing. So I would say suspend movement, because it shuts out the other senses as well. So if you're moving all the time, you're going to hear different things, you're going to see different things, and you're going to touch and feel different things as well. So it cuts out the other senses when you're just sitting in silence. So I would say that works best, but I've not practiced the rest of them. Mauricio Lobo says, thanks Stephen, much appreciated. So I appreciate you saying that, Mauricio. Just see if there's any other questions here. Music meditation. I like music meditation as well, like guided meditations, like the ones you probably listened to when I've done them for you on Monday or something. Right, I don't think I can see any more questions. This is kind of locking up just now. Lorraine Cavici Blut says, the monkey mind, can you define that? The monkey mind is your everyday mind, Lorraine, and basically what the monkey mind is that mind that's chattering to you all the time. It's just chatter about kind of drama, about the TV, about the news, about your work, about bills you've got to pay, about the kids you've got to pick up. It's always chattering, and it's just kind of making up stuff and throwing you kind of doubts in your mind. It's making you doubt yourself, it's giving you negative thoughts and stuff like that. And it's just about calming that monkey mind down. So the monkey mind is the everyday mind, and it's just wild. It just thinks stupid and crazy things that are just going mad. And we all have that monkey mind, but a lot of us can, well, all of us can calm it down to a certain degree if we're conscious of it and just say, oh, this is crazy, I just don't want to be thinking these thoughts all the time. And meditation is a way to do that. There's other ways to do it as well, obviously, but meditation is a way to do that. So I hope that helps, Lorraine. Corinne Carlson is saying, can you send me that link? What link was that, Corinne? Was that the link for the meditation? I'll put the link up for the meditations for you as well. Oh, I'm using meditation link. Okay, you've just said it there. Thanks for that. In fact, I'll put that up just now for the guided meditations. And these are all free to listen to online. So you can listen to them online, or you can download, if you want to buy the CD or the MP3, you can download it as well. But you'll get 140 of them, 150 of them for free if you want to listen to them online, Corinne. So thanks for asking that. Right, so I'll just see if there's any more questions just now about the collective unconscious mind, and then we'll stop. Liliana Palomino, good morning, just finished Headspace meditation, it was great. Headspace that's the app, as well. That is a great that's a great device. It's a great app to practice meditation with, so I would recommend that to anybody. Okay, we're kind of freezing up just now. I don't know what's going on. So what I'm going to do there, I'm going to end it there just now, but as always, if you like this videos, or if you like these videos, the live videos, remember to share them with friends and family, or people that you like, or people that you don't like, and just share them, because it makes this kind of live show totally free, because as I said, I've been kind of invited to kind of do sponsorships and stuff like that, but I don't want to do that. I just want to keep it totally free and just kind of share my own stuff. I've got my own stuff, obviously, so I want to keep it totally free, and the only way I can do that is if you share it and you can leave comments on, just say hi, where you're from. That would be fantastic. And I spend about half an hour after this live show kind of just going through and liking the comments and responding to kind of any obvious ones as well. So I do appreciate you very, very much, and have a brilliant day, and I'll see you tomorrow at the same time, 2 p.m. BST, British Summer Time. Okay, until tomorrow, take care everybody. Bye now.